This is the weekend edition. Hold on to your hats because we're moving fast. My name's Dez here at Grok Trade. This is weekend edition, good through Sunday, March 30th, 2014. And Friday, the markets were all bullish. Banks bullish, VIX down, precious metal mixed. And that's about it for Friday's movement. Here is a play for everybody. We had a symmetrical triangle breakout on Apple. Apple popped out, broke out as expected. We were calling that down here in the apex of this symmetrical triangle. It did do so. Then the last couple of days we've been saying wait for a nice little pull back and look for a buy entry. I think we're set up for that now with a hammer on a bounce off the rising moving averages. Looking at an entry at $539.31. If you are an options player, be looking for a set of one triggers other order based off of a price of $539.30.01. Anyway, if that triggers and you make some nice money off of this, man, throw me a bone. Sign up for the all-powerful and all-important and the very beneficial. I'm trying to get my page over here. Whoops, went to the wrong one. All you're going to do is go to premium products and go to Stock Picks V newsletter. We do these stock picks each and every week. They rock the house. Anyway, just an update to everybody. Listen, I will be gone next week. Mark the Meerkat Suffering will be filling in for me. I will be traveling abroad. Anyway, let's take a look here at the S&P 500. What happened on Friday was interesting. We popped higher, came up to a resistance area, and sellers came into that strength, pulled it right back down. So all we're doing here is starting to pinch. If you were to look at a couple trend lines that we have here, you can see this big fat triangle, and that's happening at the top of a leg. So that is a bullish pennant, more bullish than it is bearish. But of course, anything can happen on these symmetrical type triangles. The weekly chart here, though, you'll see that we're just building a base, more bullish than it is bearish. It's just hanging out here. We're waiting for a breakout or a breakdown. For the monthly chart, this looks a little more bearish because we're at a resistance point with a doji after an extended run. Gang, big time opportunity for the markets to pull back on the monthly charts. That means a sizable drop in the markets. On the Dow, if you look at the monthly chart on the Dow, same thing. We're having a hard time rallying back up here. We stopped and paused here with a doji, a big fat nothing so far for the month. Monday will be the last day of the month. On the weekly chart here, we're just pinching in this big symmetrical triangle that is a bullish pennant. On the daily, big symmetrical triangle. So watch for a breakdown, big breakdown with huge bars dropping here, or a nice breakout, big bars heading northbound. Be watching for a big move in the markets. If you look here on the Nasdaq could be telling us our future. Whatever the Nasdaq is doing is what the Dow and S&P will want to do. Nasdaq's been crashing and crashing hard. We actually have a double close below a major trend line. Ouch. We tried to break out and get above that trend line, and it had nothing to do with that. Come crashing right back down. Not good. If you look here at the weekly chart, here is the most damning evidence of what is to come. Look at this trend line. Support. We broke support here, gang. First time we've broken that support in a long time. We have a decisive close on the rising 20-week moving average. The last time we had that was back in 2012 when we were below it. And wow, I mean, that's a long time ago. It happened this week. Woe to the markets. This looks bad. The monthly on the Nasdaq, we went higher. We touched, we kissed, and it's the kiss of death. We come right back down. That looks bearish to me. A lot of downside opportunity there. Here's small caps. Russell's 2000, we're at resistance. Once you hit resistance, usually when you hit resistance, you drop. I'm looking for a drop to commence. We have the weekly chart. Man, this one, we broke down a couple weeks back This was a couple months ago, back starting off the year. We had to close below it, but we rallied back above. Matter of fact, I would probably be so confident. Let me see here. This is interesting. We actually closed at a support. Boom, boom. Yeah, I just want to double. Oh, yeah. I'm just double checking this. This is interesting. Small caps is at a support level. We have a big bearish divergence here, though. I do not think that support's going to hold. This slammed down. It's like a bowling ball over a frozen lake. You drop it from high enough and it hits and stays there. There's no bounce coming off of it. It's like it sends cracks all into the ice and it really weakens it. Good chance of a breakdown, but we are at support. I don't want to take away from that because that could still bounce higher. I'm seeing decisive slowing of price action due to this bearish divergence on the MACD. I'm not sure it's going to have the steam to rally back again. Wow, what a week to be gone. I am going to have very little internet access next week. Interesting. Take a look here at banks. Oh man, that's bad. Big bearish divergence here on the weekly chart. The daily chart higher. Inverted hammer. It could rally, but it's below an area of support. Monthly chart at resistance, try to get above it. We came right back down. No good. Quick look here at the VIX. We're just very, very low on the monthly. Look here on the weekly, just hanging out sideways, caught up in the moving averages, and the daily just sideways. Gang, I'm thinking we're due for one of these spikes higher. It could happen anytime now. Quick look at gold, down. It's a big pullback. If you look here at a weekly chart, though, nice little pullback. Be looking for a support opportunity and maybe a buy opportunity. The monthly, we're building an inverted head and shoulder type pattern. Be watching that. Silver, falling wedge, found a support, but it came right back down. I thought we were going to have a breakout on the monthly. It did not happen yet, but it could. On the weekly, we popped higher, thinking that was our breakout. It does pull back to a support area. Look for a buy opportunity on a weekly on silver. Here's the daily. Definitely could see some upside potential here. Again, Apple bull pullback. We talked about a play on Apple. Amazon finding support at the rising 200-day moving average, but I wouldn't touch that. People tried to touch that on Friday, went higher, hit that area of resistance. That line we had in last few days, 346, hit it, and they sold right into it. Ouch to people at Amazon. Facebook, wrong side of a support line. That trend line should have been support. Now it's acting as resistance. Ouch to Facebook. Google went down there, touched that line, rallied back. It's just doing a whole lot of nothing. Ouch to Google. LinkedIn, we talked about big hammer, buying an opportunity. Boom, it does go higher. LinkedIn was up over 1% on Friday. So it'd be interesting. Let me see what the weekly chart shows on that. Yeah, look at this. We're trying to build a double bottom with a hammer. If we do go higher, there's your double bottom right there. So LinkedIn, big buy opportunity. Big, yeah, look at the monthly on that too. Could be a lot of buyers coming in LinkedIn here soon. And for all you guys that work at LinkedIn and you executives out there, you can thank me later. I have no affiliation with them, by the way, zero. Let's look at this. Microsoft, big pop here on Friday. Nice run, 2.4%. We talked about a buy opportunity there. Didn't think it would come so early, though. Man, there it is. I'm not in that. On the weekly, we closed over resistance. That's a great sign for Microsoft. On the monthly chart, up, and away. Brilliant. Netflix on the monthly, big pullback, huge sell-off. After a big run like this, of course you're going to get that. But the volumes, it's a bitsy on such a huge drop on the weekly chart, though. Nasty little drop, breaking a trend line, which you do not see here, but that's not good. And on the daily, it's just bombs away. Here's the issue. Look at the trajectory here of these lows. It's starting to roll over. And we could be getting capitulation in here with all this volume. Interesting to see. Twitter was up more than 2%. We talked about this on Thursday's video. Hey, a buy opportunity. We're at major support. We got a hammer. people are coming into that. Twitter was up more than 2%. I mean, really strong after our call. And then Twitter on the weekly, looks like we got a nice little hammer going, like it wants to go northbound. And then the monthly, big pullback, almost darn near a 75-80% Fibonacci retracement there. Again, a reminder, get the Stock Pick V newsletter. We put a ton of work into these picks. Big team of people, and we vet it big time. We want our stocks to be second to none, the best of the best of the best fundamentally, and then we trade them technically. It's the only way to go. And the worst of the worst of the worst fundamentally, and trade them technically to the bear side. So we're not biased one direction or the other. That's what we do. And always the 201 courses in the chat room if you're a day trader, but you need to be like a 1 minute day trader, lightning fast. This is a finger on the buy button, one on the sell button. You got to be quick. Mentoring, everyone needs to strive for that. That's where we take you in under our wing and show you our secrets in the markets. And we do trade a significant amount of money in the markets. We're traders first, educators second, and online talking heads third. That's me, Des Woodruff, the CEO, president, and founder of freetradingvideos.com Incorporated, doing business as Grok Trade. Signing off, and we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Later.